Aloha interwebs, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Monday, so it's a movie Monday, and we are going to go see Red Dawn. And normally what I like to do with my movie reviews is I have them out on a Monday, usually the following Monday after they open, like on a Friday. And that gives people a little time to go and see it if they want to, and see the review and either agree or disagree with what I had to say about it. Or people who have been thinking about going and seeing it all weekend, maybe they see the review and want to go see it, or decide that they made the right choice and not seeing it and never want to go check it out. But this is going to be quite a bit of time in between the review and when it's posted, because it's actually Red Dawn comes out the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. But I'm still going to post this on a Monday, so it may be slightly outdated by the time it hits YouTube. So I'm actually going to go see it. A friend of mine texted me and wanted to go check it out, so it's kind of like a last minute thing, but it should be fun. So I'm going to go with him and his family, and unfortunately Rebecca won't be able to make it to this one because somebody's got to watch the baby. It's going to be harder for us to go and see movies and things like that with each other. Having the baby here, we'll have to do some switching or get some babysitters or things like that, because we like going to see movies with each other and then talking about them. So anyways, let's go check out this movie, Red Dawn. Watch the trailer.
I can't. Yes, you can. Relax. And squeeze. We inherited our freedom. Now it's up to all of us to fight for it.
Alrighty, so that was Red Dawn. I liked this movie. It wasn't the best action movie, and it definitely wasn't the best remake of a previous movie. But I liked it. It definitely had different plot twists and different things they did with the characters that were different from the original, enough to make this movie kind of like its own entity, its own thing. And I liked a lot of the bolder choices that the filmmakers made during this movie as compared to the last one. I think it has its own merits, and for those, as a standalone movie, it's enjoyable. I just definitely like the original better than this one. And now I'm going to tell you why. Spoiler alert. The original is supposed to take place here in Colorado, and so I kind of felt like that link to it. And it seemed like the attack on a smaller town by a smaller force of enemy invaders, and the kids living up in the mountains and knowing the area and surviving and being able to stay alive and stay away and stay hidden and still kind of mount effective attacks against the invaders. It all seemed a little more plausible because of the smaller area, like small town people living in the woods, maybe harder to find, track down, kill, that kind of thing. This a little more believable in this scenario where, you know, people are invading your country and you're able to kind of put up your own front, your own defense of your country and your town. But in this particular movie, the remake, it kind of happens in the Washington area and kind of Seattle-ish area. So it's a more urban setting than a rural setting of like the mountains of Colorado. So you just have a much larger town and access to a larger city, and the force of the invaders was greater, and yet the small group of teenage kids are able to fight off the invading army of dastardly North Koreans. And yet this group of small high school kids are able to kind of put forth a good fight, a good effort in a modern day, fighting scenario. And they even drop a lot of comparisons to Modern Warfare or the video game, and how these kids are used to playing video games, and you know how war's not really like that. But it just seems to me that it's not as believable that this small force in such a big, like I said, urban setting, the city setting, against a much larger force, or to be able to kind of put up that kind of defense. And that little thing in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, you know, hey, I don't really believe that that could happen like that. That kind of held with me through the entire movie, so it was kind of hard to get into, trying to get past that small force against the big force. For some reason, I just think it'd be easier, you know, I don't know, psychologically myself, this small town group against a smaller force in the mountains where they grew up, maybe a little bit more believable than small force fighting a larger force in like a city where there's just definitely more things to consider. There should have been more of a resistance. It being in this urban setting, closer to a city, a larger, more populated area than in the previous movie was a small town. In this movie, it's like a bigger town, a bigger city, so there just would have been more people that were willing to fight in the beginning instead of just the kids from the local high school. That's just my 2 cents on it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, interwebs. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys later. Oh, by the way, before Obama takes them all, go get all your guns. You might need them when we get invaded by people. Peace out.